Hello everybody, how is everybody doing? I'm just gonna bring this a little bit closer, it's a little too far for me. Happy Sunday, I hope everybody's doing well. Just gonna wait a little bit for people to come on. Sorry if I'm rocking, because when I'm in a rocker, for some reason I can't sit still. How about you guys? I'm sure I'm not the only one. It's just like automatic. Remember when I first had my children, it was automatic even in stagnant chairs. Like if I was sitting on a kitchen chair, I would be rocking. And I'd be like, okay, wait, I don't have my baby in my hand, but I'm still rocking. So obviously I love rocking. Hello, hello, hello. So today, or tonight I should say, I want to introduce Trista, but not right now. I met Trista, actually I've never really met her. We're just in the same messenger group and we spoke a few times about different things. and I just asked her, you know what, I'm doing my lives every Sunday and I'd like to talk to new people and see what their plexus story is. And she said, sure. I'm sure we've been on the same sipping chairs too and all of that. So I'm very excited to hear her story. Hi, Trista. Hi, Denise. So first, like I always do, I talk about our famous triplex, or 3 products, the combo, the famous combo. So I'm going to start off with the BioCleanse. All of the products really are geared to help with gut health. Hi, Helen. And good gut health, when you have a good gut health or an improved gut health, your body functions so much better, so much better. The reason why we have all of these symptoms and all of these conditions and how we're not always feeling well and we're tired and sluggish and everything has to do with the fact that we don't have a good gut health. And what causes that is all of the toxins and everything around us that we have no control on. I actually did a live earlier today in an event group and I was talking about, you know, our ancestors, they didn't have all of these pollutions and everything. So they didn't have as many symptoms and conditions as we have today. And that's the reason why, because some of the stuff goes into our body and makes our body react because it's a foreign substance and our body is trying to get rid of it. But by doing that, it makes everything else react, right? And that's when we don't feel good. Hi, Julie. Hi, Linda. Oh my God, Linda, I haven't talked to you in a long time. Hello, Merry Christmas. So yeah, so let's start off with the BioCleanse. So the 3 products has the BioCleanse, a ProBio 5, ProBio CA, sorry, it's ProBio 5 at the US, but ProBio 5, a CA here. It used to be ProBio 5. And then we have the Slims. All of our products are Health Canada approved, yay! They're all natural. They have their own NPN number for your naturopath, dietitians, nutritionists. It's funny because these are all things that I didn't know about till I started Plexus, and I was like, people were asking me about NPN number. I'm like, number P, well, what is that? Now I know what it is. So yes, we all have an NPN number on our products, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. So the BioCleanse is something that goes into your gut and cleanses your gut out. So it gets rid of all the bad toxins that I was talking about, all the bad bacteria, gets it all out of your body. Because the problem with our body is that our toxins is staying into our body and it's staying longer than it should. And while it's there, it's causing all this havoc. So we want to get rid of that. So this goes in there and gets rid of it. It has a magnesium component, a vitamin C. It also has, and magnesium is very important for good function of all of your body functions, systems. So it's really good for you. It also helps with occasional constipation because it makes it more fluid. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, bioflavonoids. I can't forget about that. So bioflavonoids is very interesting. So what that does is that it makes the vitamins more active so that we're taking advantage of our vitamins even more. So it makes it more that the body can react to it and absorb it more. I'm trying to think what else. I do this like forever and I don't know everything by heart still. So it makes you feel more balanced, more comfortable, and it's gluten-free and vegetarian. So we put this in our gut to get rid of our stuff, get rid of the bad toxins, all the bad stuff. Now the ProBio CA is probiotics, which is really good, really good. Increases our immune system, it helps with all of that, enforces it. If you ask anybody, your pharmacist, your doctor, your nurse, they will tell you that probiotics is really important for your body. So probiotics, this will put good things into your body. So it'll put good probiotics, digestive enzymes. What else does it have? It has, oops, I'm still looking at that. And it has antioxidants too. So the antioxidants goes into your body and decreases the free radicals. Free radicals is what we have when we grow older, and makes our skin look older, makes our body not functioning as properly as it should, so it helps decrease that. Stops it in its footsteps. So this is really good. So this will go in and it will put that. It has 7 different, I always go say branches, but it's strains, 7 different probiotic strains and 5 different digestive enzymes. So it's really good. It's also known to help relieve abdominal pain from IBS. So it helps with IBS, helps with gastrointestinal health. So this will help with gastrointestinal health, and BioCleanse will help with the digestive. So if you have digestive issues, gastrointestinal health, these 2 things will help you feel better. It will help you. And then once you have the good things, the bad things taken out, the good things put in that your body needs to function better, then you can add the Slim. So the Slim is really awesome. So the Slim, what it does is that it helps balance the glucose metabolism in your blood. It helps balance your blood pressure, helps balance cholesterol. It helps with, I don't know why I don't know all of this. I know it by heart usually, but healthy weight management with healthy eating and exercise. Oh, it's because I said everything. That's why. That's why I don't remember anything else. It also has prebiotic, which help feeds growth of good gut microbes. So it helps feed the microbe. I'm not going to say the word. You know what I'm talking about. It's going to help feed the microbes in your body, because the word is a little bit longer, but so that, you know, that it gets that energy. Because I'm just going to say, like, in the gut, a good example that helped me understand better is that I always think of the gut being at war all the time. So you have your good bacteria, you have your bad bacteria. So they're always fighting to take over the territory, right? Take over your gut. So if you have more bad bacteria or stronger bad bacteria or both, then your good bacteria is going to struggle, right? It's going to keep fighting, but they're going to keep taking over. And that's when you're not feeling well. That's when your gut is not balanced and your gut health is not balanced and it's not very good. So you're not feeling well, you're having all those symptoms that you hate. But this triplex, what we want is that we want to increase the good bacteria. So it's like a balance, right? So you want to increase the good bacteria, but how do we do that? So first of all, we're going to get rid of some of the bad bacteria. We can't get rid of all, but we're going to get rid of some of them. So those are going to start decreasing. And then we're going to feed the good bacteria so they become stronger, they multiply more, so they're going to come more and more. So then the bad bacteria is going to start decreasing. And that's when you're going to start feeling good. That's when you're going to see the difference. I think that's a good explanation of the triplex, because that's exactly what it does. Trying to think, oh yeah, and there's 2 different ones. I forgot to mention that. So there's the microbiome Slim, okay? And then we have a new Slim called the Hunger Control. I think it's been around for about a year or more. The Hunger Control, so it has the exact same ingredients as the microbiome. As you can see, there's a little bit more in this one. But it has a little bit more of one ingredient called the polydextrose. Now, what does the polydextrose do? That's what helps you feel fuller. So you feel fuller faster and longer. So you have all of that in here, but you have a little bit more of that in here. So that's why it's called Hunger Control. Hunger Control, so it helps with that. So the microbiome is lemon, watermelon, and raspberry, and the Hunger Control is blood orange, lemon, and lime. It tastes so good. So all you need to do is you put this in a bottle of water, you mix it up, you drink it. It's really good. You can add our active. I don't have my active here, but you can add active. That's like a natural, our natural drink, which is energy drink. That's what I was trying to get. Natural energy drink. Really good, really good. So I usually mix it with my Slim. So that's the 3 products of the triplex. The bio cleanse that goes in gets rid of all the bad bacteria, all the bad stuff in there that we don't want to keep. The probio that goes in and puts good stuff in your gut, and then you have the Slim that helps feed and balance everything to health, right? So now let's invite Trista. I'm just gonna move. I don't know why I sit on my leg. I'm gonna just go see if I can invite her. So Trista, I think you're there. So I'm just going to, oh yeah, you're there, yay. So add you, oh. So let's just wait, let's see. Hi Trista,
Hello.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you so much for agreeing to do this with me. I'm so excited to hear your story. So I'm gonna let you speak. Like I mentioned before, I've met you through Plexus. I've never met you in person, like
I
most of
know.
them. But we've met through Messenger and different groups that we have with Plexus, so that is great. So go ahead, the floor is yours.
Why, thank you. Well, first, thanks for, sending me the invite. I tend to like to talk about Plexus, so you might have to shut me up at one point because I tend to ramble.
I do too.
So I actually was drawn to Plexus because of our collagen. It was the first product that I had seen. I had just turned 40 and I was like, I don't want to continue to age. I would like to just stay youthful forever. And I have been, I guess, about a year now with Plexus, almost about a year. So COVID hadn't been there. I went to an actual sip and share, and the ProBio CA was just coming out. So the entire presentation was about triplex. So a little bit of background, I have suffered gut issues, IBS. I have horrible yeast issues. Sorry, guys who are listening.
No, that's okay. It's the
I've
truth.
got, right? I have very low blood pressure. I've always been anemic. Like you name it, I got it. And then on top of that, I have never really been able to gain weight, which for most times women are like, oh, I feel so sorry for you. But for me, it was a real thing. I
Mhm.
honestly couldn't gain weight. And so I was very lethargic, very tired. So when I went to the sip and share and they talked about the triplex, and obviously I had done research out the wazoo since I was like, I don't know, 15, because when you have recurring yeast issues and you have IBS and you have all of these allergies and all of these things, I did the gambit. At one point, when I was in my early 20s, I was the oldest patient to ever go into sick kids because they were testing me for some weird form. Because not only did I have these yeast issues and I had psoriasis and I had all these gut issues, but I was also allergic, like highly allergic to antifungals. So there was nothing that they could give me to even help me. So at that time, they had told me that I should take probiotics, but there wasn't a whole lot that I could choose from, and most of them, were over the counter ones. So I did see many naturopaths in my life, and so when I got to the sip and share, I already had a lot of knowledge. And when they were talking about the triplex, the one thing that I had never tried, honestly, was a prebiotic. And so as I sat there, I thought, well, damn, now I'm over 40. I'm going to have to do the responsible thing and I'm going to have to buy the triplex and forget about the collagen. So I did. And they'll often talk about, die-off symptoms whenever you start your triplex and how you should take it slow and all of those things. And I will tell people, and then when I'm talking to people, I always say to them, you need to take things slow. But I
Absolutely.
was used to this. I was used to feeling like crap on a daily basis. So I just said, screw it. And I just started taking it all. I had such bad die-off symptoms. I should have quit within like the first week and a half. I had raging fevers. I had swollen glands for 2 weeks. I was so nauseous. I thought I was going to vomit all the time. But then I got over it. And I always say to people, I'm like, you can placebo just about anything. You know, someone can give you a pill, say, take this pill, you're going to feel like $1,000,000, and you can take it and you'll be like, your mind's going to tell you, yes, you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I am telling you that with yeast, you can't do that. It doesn't matter how much your brain tells you that you don't have yeast anymore. It's still there
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
still
exactly.
very there.
Yeah.
Um, so I would say by the time that I got to the end of the first month was when I saw a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And I have taken I have taken probiotics that have cost me over $100 for 2 weeks
Yeah, I heard they're
because
very
they were,
expensive, eh?
yes, and they had to be kept in a fridge, and you had to make
Yeah.
sure, like, check the expiry dates, and you had to be very careful how you took them, and all of those things. And this probiotic, the ProbioCA, has done more for me than any like probiotic I've ever taken. So
That's
I think
great.
that was pretty much my turning point. Once I got to that 1 month mark and I could tell that it was a significant difference for me, um, then I got to the second month and I realized I wasn't lethargic anymore. And I had good sleeps and I would wake up and I could eat food and not feel nauseous. The
Awesome.
only thing that I still will suffer with, and I only say this because I feel like people need to understand that this is about consistency. It's your body didn't get this way overnight, and it's not going to be fixed overnight. And as you age, your body needs more help. It needs more support than, say, it did when you were in your early 20s.
Yeah.
So the only thing I will say is that I still struggle to eat in the morning. My stomach does not like an empty stomach, but that's also because my metabolism is extremely high. And so I suffer with highs and lows of my sugars. Um, that was something that the pink drink, like, my children like to call it my happy juice because
Yes.
I am a hangry person. Like, I mean,
Yes. Me too.
I'm the Snickers commercial, right?
Yeah.
Where, like, somebody hands you something. That is 100%
Give her
me,
something to eat.
right? And my husband and I will be grocery shopping or we'll be out doing something and I'll go off in a tangent and he'll look at me and be like, "You need to eat something."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What's that supposed to be? What do you mean I need to eat something?" And I think that that was like the biggest thing with the pink drink, that when I did, it was like, when I was at work, when I first started taking it, I, like, as soon as I had it, I was like up and I was like dancing around, and everybody at work is looking at me like, what is
She's
wrong
going
with you?
nuts.
Because I am a miserable person at work. Like, because usually I get too busy and I don't have enough time to eat. And so by the time that it is time for me to eat, my boss is looking at my coworker saying, tell her to go for lunch. Like, she needs lunch. And so I will say that um, I 100%, I will tell you this 100%. So Shannon is my upline. And when I saw her post, I just loved her. I honestly
She
did.
is. She's amazing.
Yeah, like, I just felt like I could try it and there was going to be no pressure, right? Like, it
Yeah.
was
Oh,
just,
yeah, she's definitely like that. She was the one that I did the live with last Sunday.
yes.
Well, not last Sunday,
And
Sunday before.
the Sunday before.
Yeah.
And I remember looking right at her and saying, I'm not doing this business. Like, just so you know, I'm not doing it. I'm like, I'm just in here to make myself feel better.
I said the
And
same
then,
thing.
right. And then
I just want the
once
cheapest price. That's what I said. Just
right.
want the cheapest
That's what I
price.
said.
Don't bug me.
Yeah, exactly. And then I said, I'm like, after I realized how much it had done for me and how much my health had changed, I was like, well, I can't not share it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't not. I had to, like,
Yeah.
that's just my nature anyways. I like to share. So
Mm-hmm. No, it
it
goes
was kind of a no-brainer.
Oh yeah, yeah. For me, it was weird because it took longer for me to share. For me,
Yeah.
is that people were like, "What's going on? Like, why are you so happy?" Like, and they were seeing on Facebook, and they're like, I think I had did one post. That was it. And then I was just saying, "Well, I feel this, I feel that," and then they were like, "Well, what is it? Tell me what it is." And And that's how I started sharing. It wasn't like, because again, it wasn't my intention at first because
No.
I had done it in the past and I didn't like the pressure. So I was like, no, I just want my natural pink drink that gives me my energy, like you said, and I'll go from there. But then the rest was history. Then I was like, oh, this is fun
I
because
know.
we're part
I
of a health group support, cheering, no judgment,
Yeah.
fun, 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 fun. And it's funny when you mention it because when I asked you, because we've talked before in Messenger, and
Hmm.
that's what the Plexus team is. You talk to total strangers, and
Yep.
it feels like you've known each other forever, and you just talk. So when I
Yep.
asked you to do it, and you said yes, I was like, "Yay, this is going to be fun!" Because I don't know her story, and I'll get to know it today. And then I thought, wait a minute, what team is she on? Who's her upline? I didn't even know. I had to go look, and then I was like, "Oh, it's Shannon. Oh, okay." It's so funny, but I mean, that's how you meet everybody. And you were talking about, die offs. Oh my God, so many people give up before, and a lot of them will stay because I always tell them, trust me. People do trust me, thank God. Just
Yep.
trust me. Go through the month, go through the 2 months. You're gonna feel totally amazing. And for me, it's just knowing from other people because I was one of the lucky ones and didn't have die-offs that I think I might have had
Yeah.
mild die-offs and didn't realize. But die-offs are created because your body is changing. And I always explain it as, your body's being a rebel teenager. You're just taking
Yeah.
things away from them and they're like, what are you doing? Don't do this to me. And then they start, symptoms are coming out.
It's it's honestly like a drug addict. Like
Yeah,
in all
yeah,
honesty, that's what it is.
yes,
Your body is so used to having that fungus that lives inside of you, and it tricks your all your sensors in your gut into thinking that it belongs there. And so
yep,
then when you take it away, your body says, "Wait a second, no, I'm no, you not. You have to put that back. I need that to go back again."
yep.
And to be fair,
Don't like
mine
to.
is an extreme case, right?
I was
Like,
just gonna say, and it's weird because everybody is so different. I can have somebody that could have a lot of gut issues, have a lot of conditions, and they'll have no die-offs. Then I have
yes.
somebody that's just wants it for that boost of energy and gets a few die-offs. So you never know who's going to get it.
Hmm.
But we have ways. You just take it, like you said, slowly, gradually, drink more water, and you're gonna feel much better. And consistency is so important. I've
Yeah.
had a few that would be like, oh well, I didn't take it on that day because I got a cold, or I didn't take it on that day because I don't know. I'm like, no, no, you need to take it. You're gonna feel even better while you're while you have that
Yes.
cold and you have that slim. You're gonna feel even better. But the difference is when you stop, and that's how yeah, Nancy too. Hey, Nancy.
Nancy,
I
no,
got
no
lucky,
die.
no
You're lucky.
die-offs. Yeah. When you stop, it's like you have to start all over again, depending how
Yeah.
long. If you stop for 2 or 3 days, it's like, so you don't want that. You don't want to start the cycle again. So you just keep taking them, trust the process, believe in the product, because trust us, we wouldn't be talking about it if it didn't work
No,
and we didn't believe in it.
no.
And I mean, your story is unbelievable. Like I had never heard your story, so I didn't know all of that. So I was like, oh my God, she says something else, and you kept going. I was like, holy, I was like,
That's
wow,
just a small portion.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, look at you now. It's just these stories are extremely mind blowing, and I think if somebody would have came to me 5 years ago before I even tried it or before I even heard about it and told me these stories, I would have been like, yeah, I need to see the like I'll have to try it. Like meaning that I don't believe it. But
Yeah.
the stories, like we have a testimonial, I was going to say a story group,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
testimonial group, and people are like, is this real? I'm like, uh-huh, I know three-quarters of these people. These are real stories. And most of the people that are there, I've met that I know, because there's some in there that I've never met, but that I met like before like when they first started. So I seen myself, the transformation in them. Like today I was in
Yeah.
an event, so I did a post of a bunch of friends that I met through Plexus, but the before pictures, a lot of them were when I met them. So I seen all of them going through and improving. And so I find that really exciting
Well,
that we've been part of that. seeing
Yeah.
all
And
of
I think
them.
too, it's important for people to understand that like my story is more about the fact that, you know, my gut was so unhealthy that it didn't even absorb anything. I could continue to eat. I could have eaten 3,000 calories in a day and it wouldn't have mattered. I would never have gained weight. My IBS just would have kicked in and that would have been it. So since February to now, in February, I fluctuated between 87 to 92 pounds.
Wow.
That's where I fluctuated. And I mean, some people might be like, oh, you know, well, but that was awful. Like, I mean, to be 87 pounds and be 41 is not ideal.
Mm-hmm.
And I have gained, I'm almost at 10 pounds since February.
That's great.
I haven't been able to gain
Yeah.
weight since my last child, and
Sure.
he is 8.
Yeah. Wow. I'm
That's
so
crazy.
happy for you. So happy. Hi,
Right?
Nicole.
So I think it's important too to tell people that this isn't just about weight loss, which I think sometimes we can narrow in on that because it's something that's tangible for a lot of people and you see it. It's so
Yes.
visual, right? And
Yeah.
you have that like, oh my God, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's amazing. But you also it does the same thing. So for example, my mother started taking it shortly after I did. We took the exact same products. We were just taking the triplex. My mother lost 40 pounds and I gained.
Yeah.
We didn't
Gain
do
to lose,
anything
lose to
different.
gain. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just about balancing your gut so that it can function the way that it was made to function. So that if you need to lose weight, you're going to lose some weight. If you need to gain it, you're going to gain it. And if you I think sometimes too some people feel like they don't even necessarily think that the product is for them or that it's going to do anything for them because they're like, "Oh, I don't have any issues or I don't feel bad or what have you." But
Mm-hmm.
it's about maintenance too, because as you get older, you may not realize it at that moment, but you really need to make sure that you are maintaining, just like you would your car. You want to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that for the long haul that you're
Yes.
maintaining it as much as possible so that
Exactly.
you don't break down, right? And I think a
Yes.
lot of times people don't realize that. They don't see
And I think
the value in it.
yeah, and some of them sometimes, because you know, we've had nutritionists. Well, we have a whole bunch of medical people that are taking Plexus, but nutritionists, dietitians, naturopath, athletes. Some of them will
Yeah.
say, "No, I'm healthy. I don't need it." But then they try it, and then they're like, "Oh my God, I wasn't as healthy as I thought. I really needed this."
Exactly.
So they don't realize that because I found what I found, and you know, I've tried everything too. I've tried everything, and exercising and all that. And what I found made it easier. That's what I found with Plexus. You know, I was able to do exercise, but I didn't have to fight all the time. Compared to before, I felt like I had to fight to exercise. I had to fight to eat well. I had to fight to diet. I had to fight. And this, I find I don't have to fight. It's there, and it kind of motivates me. So I find it's not as much of a fight. I mean, I do fight sometimes, but not as much as I used to. So yeah, so I find it's really, and how I explain to it's funny because you know we have people that ask all the time, is this a weight loss product? And I say, no, it's not a weight loss product. I
No.
always say, just like you said, I find, I said, this is the best way I think that I can explain it for you to understand because I'm not a scientist, I'm not a you know scientific technical person, but it balances your weight to health or balances your body to health. So it balances your weight. So if you need to gain weight, you gain weight. If you need to lose weight, you lose weight. If you don't, you stay the same. You just feel
Yep.
great. So that's what the beauty is. Like you said, I really like that you said that. It's a balance. It really is a balance of your body, of your gut health. Well, thank you so much. I so appreciate it. I'm glad that I feel like we've met in face now.
Yeah, really.
Like we're in each other's houses. Well, thank you so much, Trista. I love your
Thank
story. I
you.
love having a conversation with you. It was lots and lots of fun. Thank you for everybody for coming on. And hi, Don. Hi, Beth.